And now welcome inside the Collins Arena on Brookdale TV. I'm Brian Gadsward. Ian Mulhern will join me shortly as Brookdale takes on Montgomery tonight, the first of a doubleheader with the women's game coming up first. Brookdale 2-0 since the year flipped to 2025, but today it will be a step up in class, taking on a Montgomery team number 3 in the Region 19 with a record of 10-2. So Brookdale will have a challenge in front of them tonight. Jocelyn Jackson returns to the starting lineup for Brookdale, and for the rest of the starting lineup, let's turn our attention to the court and hear tonight's starting lineups.
Number 3 guard, Adriana Golston. Number 10, sophomore guard, Taisha Walker. Sophomore guard, number 13, Rachel Dunn. Freshman guard, number 14, Alana Decker. Freshman guard, number 20, Molly Butler. And now for your Brookdale Jersey Blue. Sophomore guard, number 3, Emily O'Keefe. Sophomore guard, number 10, Camila Garcia. Sophomore guard, number 11, Ryan Bannerman. Freshman forward, number 15, Jacqueline Jackson. Sophomore center, number 23, Madison Fernandez.
So big Region 19 matchup coming up with Brookdale and the Mustangs of Montgomery. We are about set for the opening tip. Ian Mulhern has made his way into the broadcast booth after announcing the starting lineups. Ian, welcome as we look forward to this matchup tonight.
This is a very defensive matchup, Brian.
And the officials, Herman Little, V. Simpson Turner, and Desta Zabalatny. We are underway. The ball is out of bounds, and off the tip, it'll belong to Montgomery. Mustangs coming from Pennsylvania are located in Blue Bell.
Haven't played in a long time, so let's see if they can shake off the rust here.
Their last game was exactly a calendar month ago when they routed Northampton 88-47. They open up the opening possession off the drive, and a whistle stops play, and it's a turnover. I wasn't completely clear on what the infraction was.
Yeah, and it must have been an offensive foul there. You got Jocelyn Jackson back in the lineup tonight.
After missing one game, Garcia draws the double team. Tries to get around it. Finger roll try won't go. And picked up by Adriana Golston, a first name that we grappled with how to pronounce before the game. And she has it here along the baseline. Kick it to the outside. Walker lines it up, falls down on the release. There's no call, and O'Keefe comes away with it. One-on-one in transition, backing up to the baseline, puts it up short. Fernandez, second try, won't fall. Bannerman gets to it. Another chance here. Jackson's jump shot is rebounded by Golston. So they had 3 attempts at the rim and no points.
And you know, this is the type of team Montgomery is. They rebound the ball quite a bit.
Golston tried to bounce inside, and didn't get it there cleanly. Brookdale takes over. These teams are scoreless. Just over a minute and a half gone by.
Yeah, and just a lot of turnovers and offensive fouls from Montgomery.
High post. Fernandez with a floater goes off the rim. Tried to keep it alive, and Jersey Blues get another opportunity. Last touch, Montgomery.
And if you're Brookdale, you really have to capitalize on these second chance opportunities.
O'Keefe guarded by a taller defender. That's not an easy matchup. Ball staying on the perimeter. Shot clock winding down. Driving in Jackson. Put it up. No. Fernandez high release. Falls into the arms of Montgomery. Moving it the other way and looking for the game's first score. Taisha Walker draws a crowd of Jersey Blues, and Bannerman breaks free with it and scores the first points of the night.
And that is one of Ryan Bannerman's most dangerous parts of her game. She can really drive in.
Throw it inside, one dribble and up, but Molly Butler couldn't convert. Second try, Rachel Dunn gets Montgomery on the board. We're tied at 2, approaching 3 minutes elapsed.
Rachel Dunn just averaging under 17 a game.
Bounce it for Garcia and nearly turned over. And it was, in fact. It'll be Montgomery basketball.
That was a high IQ play by O'Keefe, stopping the fast break there.
So the Mustangs at 10-2, but as mentioned, a long layoff. I can't remember seeing a team go this long without a game. Short jumper counted along the baseline, Rachel Dunn.
Has all of Montgomery's points so far.
Bannerman tees up a long distance one. Picked up defensively by Dunn, who averages a double-double this year for Montgomery. Just under 17 points, better than 10 boards. 3 in the air, no. As Bannerman rebounds the Golston miss. It was a long pass, but prior to, we get a timeout. Rich Brunson and his coaching staff all decked out in pink for this evening. And we get a 30-second stoppage.
Hi, my name is Allison Dillon. I'm from Hazlet, New Jersey, and my major is in media studies. I play women's basketball and previously played women's soccer. And my favorite thing about Brookdale is the environment and people around.
Hi, my name is Emily O'Keefe. I'm from Matawan, New Jersey. I'm an engineering major, and I play guard on the basketball team.
Well, you figure, Ian, this is going to be a game where points are going to be at a premium. Brookdale taking on a Montgomery team that has allowed an average of just 40 points per game this season. There's just not a lot of easy looks out there.
Yeah, and, you know, Montgomery's strong shoot isn't shooting. They are only shooting 21% from the three-point line. So like you said, it's going to be a very defensive game.
Garcia, kick it out for Jackson, puts it on the floor, drives in, back to Garcia, baseline delivery, short, ball is loose, saved by Garcia. Nicely done, give Brookdale another opportunity. Fernandez can't find the range, ball popped up in the air volleyball style, and it belongs to Montgomery. So both teams struggling to shoot the ball in the early going. You get a whistle.
That's something you see too often. Very low scoring so far.
And the Mustangs make a change with Molly Butler exiting. Kumba Samasa has checked in. And she doesn't have any season statistics this year, so this well might be her season debut. Work it inside. Dunn's turnaround shot comes up with air. And Bannerman will slow down the pace. Brookdale looking to find an offensive groove. O'Keefe tries. Can't hit. Fernandez back up off the second chance. Saves it. But doesn't find a jersey blue, and Montgomery will have it.
Also, another dangerous thing about Madison Fernandez is she is in the top 5 in rebounds.
She's only had 2 games all season in which she's been held under 10 boards. Samasa misses, rebounded by Garcia, brought on by Jackson. O'Keefe corner pop, and it's rebounded by Decker. Golston handed off. Walker draws 2 defenders, looking to set someone up, but throws it's picked off. Fernandez on a bounce for O'Keefe. That won't go, and rebounded by Walker, and there's a whistle and a timeout. Shay Collins is the head coach for the Mustangs. She'll take this opportunity. Brookdale has gone cold from the floor. Trail 4-2 early going.
Hi, my name is Ryan Bannerman. I'm from Avon, New Jersey. My major is health science, and it's currently my comeback season on the basketball team as a shooting guard.
Hi, I'm Camilla. I'm from Perth Amboy, New Jersey. I major in architecture, and I like to play basketball here at Brookdale.
I'm Taylor Suki. I'm from Wall Township. My major is elementary education, and I love to play soccer and basketball at Brookdale.
Hi, my name is Allison Dillon. I'm from Hazlitt, New Jersey, and my major is in media studies. I play women's basketball and previously played women's soccer, and my favorite thing about Brookdale is the environment and people around.
Hi, my name is Emily O'Keefe. I'm from Matawan, New Jersey. I'm an engineering major, and I play guard on the basketball team.
Hi, my name is Sanaya. I'm from Matawan, New Jersey. My major is health and social sciences, and I came to Brookdale for the nursing program.
Hi, my name is Madison Fernandez, and I came from Keensburg, New Jersey, and my major is biology. I came here because we have a great athletic program.
So Montgomery will have it. Brookdale's been held to just the 1 field goal so far, but neither team has shot it well. And thus we have a combined 6 points on the board. Come up on 4 minutes remaining, opening quarter.
Yeah, and if you're Montgomery, they should really be giving the ball to Rachel Dunn, their hot hand in this game with all their points.
Yeah, and it was Dunn who had a terrific game there last time out. It was a 20-20 game for her, 29 points, 23 rebounds. Even though it was quite a while ago now. But that's the last game that we have any data on this Mustang team. Down in the paint, and it's given away. Taylor Suki has checked in, and that passes right into the hands of Dunn. Takes the easy steal, but Brookdale, active hands, gets it back and then gives it back to Montgomery. Golston can't connect for 3. The ball's out of bounds. Brookdale will have it.
It's just like a game of pinball out here.
Neither team has been able to get settled in. Brookdale playing much more recently, having played last week, but another turnover. Walker goes up off the front rim. Fernandez has it. Nobody back for Montgomery. Fernandez will take it the distance, but missed it. Bannerman follow. That misses. Dunn battling for it amongst 2 Jersey Blues. The whistle blows, and looks like the possession arrow looks like it's pointing Brookdale's way, but Montgomery is lined up as though they're going to take it.
That's the thing with Montgomery and Brookdale right now. Just a lot of sloppy turnovers on both sides.
Well, it's a Montgomery team that can do that to you. They average over 17 steals a game, and that's a very high number. They're just relentless on the defensive end of the floor. Dunn fires away, tried to bank it, nearly went down, but Fernandez able to secure. Taylor Suki. Gets it to Fernandez. Or Bannerman, that is. As Jackson drives in, draws the foul, and Brookdale will try to put up points at the line.
And you know what? That's what Brookdale's going to have to do this game. If you can't get a shot off, you might as well try Montgomery to force Montgomery to foul you.
So Jackson, a 59% free throw shooter. Missed the last game, but back in her familiar starting spot. I remember that last game for Brookdale, they're playing a club team from Sussex, and that was a game until the final 6 or 7 minutes when Brookdale was able to pull away.
Yeah, that's what Brookdale does. I think they're more of a second-half team this season.
Well, they remain stuck on 2 points. We've nearly played the duration of the opening quarter, done from outside the foul line. And Brookdale can't grab the rebound. And Samasa missed the comeback attempt. Good ball movement leads to the open O'Keefe 3. And Brookdale will get another opportunity. Substitution. Camila Garcia to replace Jackson.
And the thing that Montgomery's done so well so far is the perimeter defense, taking away the three-point line, and that's huge.
Trouble finding an option, and O'Keefe could not get it in before the 5-second count was up. So another Brookdale turnover. They're going to stay in the backcourt and try to bother the Mustangs. We'll make a substitution, get Taisha Walker back in the game.
Running a full court press here. Interesting.
Montgomery taking their time, floated ahead, and they get it across. Walker takes it strong and gets it to go. Now Montgomery returning the favor with the press. Bump on Suki. Fernandez, that's kicked out of bounds. Ball just rolling into no man's land, so Allison Dillon has to throw it back in.
And you got the coach saying, wake up, wake up.
Seems to be a rather rowdy Montgomery sideline. This time the inbound's in for Suki. Fernandez sets the screen, but Suki couldn't find space to work with. Fernandez working one-on-one. Fernandez against 2 defenders and taken away. This time it's Golston. Leads the team in steals, averaging about 4 a game. Samasa, no. Offensive rebound and a good poke away. O'Keefe looks up the floor, takes it toward the basket, and didn't get a clean shot away.
That was denied by
Golston on a 2-on-1, and she traveled. But the saga continues with Brookdale stuck on a measly 2 points, Ian, with just about a minute to play.
And you have to wonder, how long can both these teams keep up the press? Because when you're pressing like this, it really tires the defenders out.
Well, Rich Brunson told me that Montgomery, they won't let up. They will keep the press on the whole game. And that's how Shea Collins likes to play it. Suki's jump shot way short. And Decker could not keep it in along the end line. Probably would have just been better served to let that go. Now to Campo to take it out. She's in. And for Brookdale, I think they got to consider themselves fortunate that they're only down 4 despite having only scored 2 points. Under a minute to go, Bannerman unleashes one and handled by Dunn.
Well, also, Brian, one of the things that Brookdale has an advantage is depth this game, having more players available off the bench.
Rachel Dunn, floater in the paint, gets the bounce. And here's the press with the shot clock now turned off. Able to get it across, Bannerman same spot. This one's off the mark. And Montgomery has a chance to hold for a final shot if they choose. Final 12 seconds of the first quarter, one that has not been a pleasant one for the home team. High screen, around it, Walker driving, way off. Picked up by Garcia. Final seconds, and Garcia will let the seconds tick away. And Brookdale will try to regroup at the quarter break. Down 8-2, a season low in scoring for a quarter. I'm looking for better results as the game turns to quarter number 2 when we come back on Brookdale TV.
Hi, my name is Emily O'Keefe. I'm from Mattawa, New Jersey. I'm an engineering major and I play guard on the basketball team.
Hi, my name is Sanaya. I'm from Mattawa, New Jersey. My major is Health and Social Sciences, and I came to Brookdale for the nursing program.
Hi, my name is Madison Fernandez, and I came from Keensburg, New Jersey, and my major is biology. I came here because we have a great athletic program.
What's up, y'all? My name is Madison Shields. This is my second year here on the girls' basketball team at Brookdale. I'm from Tinton Falls, New Jersey, and I major in criminal justice.
My name is Alex Kinsey. I live in Avon, and my major is biology. My favorite things to do are play basketball, surf, and hang out with my family and friends.
Hello, I'm the one and only Hannah Roberts. I'm from Middletown, New Jersey. My major is health science, and I chose Brookdale because of the academics and also the sports.
Hi, my name is Jessica. I play the guard position here on the Brookdale basketball team. I'm from Howell, New Jersey, and my major here is psychology.
Hi, my name is Sierra. I'm from Keensburg. I'm majoring in nursing, and I play center on the basketball team of Brookdale. Hi, my name is Ryan Bannerman. I'm from Avon, New Jersey. My major is health science, and it is currently my comeback season on the Brookdale women's basketball team as a shooting guard.
Thank you for the Huber Krieger Scholarship. Your support enabled me to attend Rutgers University.
So Brookdale down 8-2 as we start the second quarter. Get it in for Fernandez. Still facing just hounding defense from the Mustangs. Garcia couldn't convert from a tough angle. Brookdale keeps possession. O'Keefe will take it out. She's out there with Garcia, Jackson, Fernandez, and Bannerman. Starting group. This one out of bounds, and they'll re-trigger it in.
And that's the thing with Montgomery. They are taking away the three-point line, the mid-range, inside. So if you're Brookdale, you got to try and draw fouls here.
And there's just no clear passing lanes.
If you're Brookdale right now, you got to use Montgomery's aggression against them.
And Garcia able to catch, put it up. Bannerman trying to guide it to herself, but this time the possession awarded to Montgomery. The third place team in the Region 19, a 10-2 record. They've only played 4 games on the road. They've won 3 of those 4. And they beat Brookdale in the first meeting, but that was back in the early part of the year, early in November. And they won it by 24 points. Brookdale had a turnover, and then Garcia gives it right back on a traveling. Rolling loose on the perimeter, Montgomery stays with it, swing it cross side of the floor. Decker lines it up, way off. Second try, Molly Butler drops it through. Turnover. Brookdale couldn't get it across midcourt. Golston, layup, no. Offensive rebound at Decker. Back it up behind the line. Open look, it's Golston. Side rim, and box out, and the rebound to Suki. Or Jocelyn Jackson, that is, but she couldn't hold it. And taken away, Golston for the easy 2, timeout.
And that's what you call turning defense into offense.
12-2, and we get a full timeout. Brookdale down by 10. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Ryan Bannerman. I'm from Avon, New Jersey. My major is health science, and it's currently my comeback season on the basketball team as a shooting guard.
Hi, I'm Camilla. I'm from Perth Amboy, New Jersey. I major in architecture, and I like to play basketball here at Brookdale.
I'm Taylor Suki. I'm from Wall Township. My major is elementary education, and I love to play soccer and basketball at Brookdale.
Hi, my name is Allison Dillon. I'm from Hazlet, New Jersey, and my major is in media studies. I play women's basketball and previously played women's soccer. And my favorite thing about Brookdale is the environment and people around.
Hi, my name is Emily O'Keefe. I'm from Matawan, New Jersey. I'm an engineering major, and I play guard on the basketball team.
Hi, my name is Sanaya. I'm from Matawan, New Jersey. My major is health and social sciences, and I came to Brookdale for the nursing program.
Hi, my name is Madison Fernandez, and I came from Keensburg, New Jersey, and my major is biology. I came here because we have a great athletic program.
Jersey Blues basketball, Brian Gadsworth, Ian Mulhern, rest of our crew with you. Brookdale's just been suffocated by this Montgomery team through the first quarter plus. Just 2 points to show for. Bounce it inside, Fernandez, only able to get the rim on it. Bannerman, aggressive defense, knocks it away from behind. And Brookdale's been getting some turnovers. It's just a matter of...
It's just execution.
Getting something going on the offensive end, and that's not going to help. Garcia, the moving screen, offensive foul. It's a Montgomery team, Ian, that has had a game this year that they held their opponent to 18 points. And we mentioned their average that they allow is 40, which is lights out defense.
Yeah, an example of that this season is when they played Lehigh Carbon, holding them to 37 points.
In a lot of games they've won by 30 plus. And Jackson drew a held ball. It's going to flip the possession and bring a change in for the Mustangs, Kumba Samasa. And give Molly Butler a break.
It seemed like Jocelyn Jackson was looking for a foul there going up.
Samasa puts it on the floor. Loose ball. And on the floor, Golston to force the possession arrow to interfere, and this time it'll be Brookdale. Well, there's the head coach, that's Shay Collins, who clearly has this team motivated and ready to play, and you've remarked just the energy that this team plays with.
Oh, they play with a lot of energy, speed. Reminds me a little bit of Gino Oriyama's UConn teams.
Bannerman, outside jumper. And the rebound is taken by Decker. Walker draws the foul before the shot. And that'll force it inbound. Brookdale will pick up their second. Golston will take it out. Inside, good denial by Fernandez on Dunn. But taken away by Dunn, and with the left hand for two.
Dunn with a Zion Williamson type of rip away.
And here the press. This time Brookdale able to handle it well, but there's a whistle. And Fernandez got bumped. See Rich Brunson, and he felt very confident going into this game. He thought his team had a great practice yesterday, was well prepared, albeit against a tough opponent here today. But so far, Brookdale just doesn't have much to show for it. Jackson looking to change that fate, misfires, and it's rebounded by Samasa. Decker drops it off, three in the air. Golston knocks it down.
That was a nice shot from Golston right there.
Floating pass is taken. Walker, tough shot, and she traveled. So Brookdale just needs something to feel good about right now. I mean, just wonder how long before they can score again.
The problem is they're too spread out here, and Montgomery's taking advantage of that.
Bannerman able to run it across the line and draw a foul.
And that's a big problem with the press. You can run it for a while, but once your players get tired, they can end up making reckless decisions like that.
Brookdale remains with their original starting unit on the court, down by 15 points. We play the second quarter. Jackson can't get it to fall. Rebound to Golston. Long pass ahead. And a foul that will be on Bannerman, who ran into Decker. Substitution, Bannerman checks out. Taylor Suki is in. Montgomery makes a change with Molly Butler returning. And Rachel Dunn getting high fives as she hits the bench.
And if you're Brookdale, you really have to take advantage of one of their best players being out of the game.
A little bit of a stoppage here before the inbounds. Now we're ready with Golston. Lob it out top. Golston catch and fire. Can't get the bank. Fernandez, Brookdale's best rebounder and one of the best in the region. Suki had it blocked. Golston, the perimeter rejection. And Montgomery's just been smothering as we get another whistle.
Golston kind of reminds me of Russell Westbrook. She does it on both ends. She can block shots, but she's very explosive going to the basket.
Golston to inbound it. The catch by Walker. Decker. Butler driving in and banks it home. Well, for a while, Brookdale wasn't scoring, but neither was Montgomery, and now Montgomery has it going on, and this one is in danger of getting away. Decker for three, no good. Ball loose. Samasa there in the corner. Again, Montgomery's just out playing Brookdale in all facets here. They're getting to every loose ball.
You know what it is? It's intensity. The more this team scores, the more energy they get.
Golston, three-pointer. And Brookdale able to grab hold of it. It's Docampo. 4.5 to go until the break. I mean, we've done a lot of games here. I can't recall a game with this few points that Brookdale has scored at this point. Fernandez on the rebound is to Taisha Walker. We got another bit of breaking news, Ian. We got some strange insect in our booth. So Ian will try to take care of that. And it rolls home for Molly Butler. So the insect is now dead. Some weird like spider. I don't know. What do you,
looked like a mosquito.
So that's part of our first half entertainment here tonight. With Brookdale getting just beaten up. 21-2 the score. Inside 3.5 to go. Golston using the screen and didn't get much on the shot. Rebounded by Garcia. Turnover numbers for the Mustangs. Here's Walker, and good help by Brookdale in transition.
You know, Brookdale has made some very good defensive plays. The problem is just execution.
And turnovers have been piling up, mainly due to this press. Brookdale handles it. Jackson, jumper, short. Rebounded by Samasa. This Montgomery team, they're in no hurry on the offensive end. You can tell it's a team that just knows who they are. They know the style, how they want to play. Samasa can't get it to fall. Rebound Fernandez.
Oh, yeah, it's like a Mike Butenholzer type of thing. They like to slow the game down and then speed it up again with defense.
Here's Butler, and that goes through. Jackson backing in. Able to pick up the loose ball. Short jumper. It's good.
And Brookdale finally ends their cold spree.
The first basket and forever. And just to see the ball go through the hoop has to be a positive feeling.
Might be a momentum booster here.
Posting up Samasa. Slip it. And back out for Decker. 10 to shoot. Butler, baseline delivery, good.
Molly Butler also averaging just under 12 points a game.
Here's Garcia. Wild shot off the glass, taken by Samasa. Montgomery by 21. Kyla Taylor has checked in for the first time. Ball in the hands of Walker. Walker takes the return pass, tees it up. Short. Campo able to scoop it up. And get a foul to boot on Montgomery. Substitution, Rachel Dunn is back in, and Kumba Samasa checks out. Final minute, first half. It's one that Brookdale will want to forget. And here's a steal, and out in the open, Butler for the layup.
Butler's gotten hot this first half.
Foul, and they get Decker. So each side is now committed 4. Gianna Golston.
And Brian, this is a Brookdale team that is 7-1 at home.
Their only home loss was against another Pennsylvania opponent in Northampton. They doubled their win total from last season, winning 10 games already after just 5 a year ago. About a second difference between the shot and game clock. All Montgomery in this first half. Open look, Walker, it goes, it's a 3.
Now it is a 26-point game.
Final 8 seconds. 5 seconds, just across midcourt now. Suki, not a bad attempt, but the first half is over, and Brookdale, it's a half that sees them score just 4 and give up 30. So, Ian, lots of adjustments necessary. Where do you start to just try to get this one more respectable?
Looking up, making better passes, and setting a lot more screens to break this press.
Welcome back inside the Collins Arena. Brian Goudsworth, Ian Mulhern, rest of our crew with you tonight. Game 1 of the doubleheader, and unfortunately not much has gone right for Brookdale. They're staring at a 26-point deficit and, more importantly, just trying to get something going on the offensive end, but it has been a struggle.
You know, if you're Brookdale right now, you need to stay poised, stay focused, and kind of say to yourselves right now, there's nothing to be afraid of.
I'm trying to avoid getting swept in the season series against Montgomery, but it will take a Herculean effort in this second half to get this one turned around. Start the half with O'Keefe, Bannerman, Fernandez, Garcia, and Jackson. It's Fernandez. Bannerman gets the offensive rebound. Jackson with a jab step move. Find the handle. Put up a jumper. Off the back part of the rim. Rebounded by Samasa.
Montgomery's looking like where they picked up in the first half.
Rachel Dunn goes inside and gets it to fall.
What a tough shot by Dunn right there, in between 2 defenders.
No sign of a press early in this half. That's good news for a Brookdale team that was hounded by the press through much of the first half. Garcia with a floater, comes up short, rebounded by Molly Butler.
Well, what Montgomery's doing here is, since Brookdale's not making their shots, they're backing off them a little bit.
Misfire from Dunn. Jackson driving, defender goes down, there's no call. And it goes to Montgomery. I guess they ruled that a flop. And do you agree with that?
Yeah, I would say she wasn't set there, and I believe that was a flop, yes.
Well, they get the ball anyway. Dunn gives it up. Butler kick it out to the open Golston, way off target. And that will give it to the Jersey Blues.
If you're Brookdale right now, you're down 28. And you have to run some quick offense here and take some 3-pointers and some quick shots here.
And Brookdale ordinarily has some success shooting the 3, but they just can't find a way to get a good look in this game. Well, there's one for Bannerman, and it's no good. And despite the offensive struggles, Brookdale has managed to get a number of second and even further chance opportunities.
Sometimes even fourth, but they just can't get it.
But for Rich Brunson, it's been that kind of night. The arms folded. Now in his 9th season, a strong overall record, 121 wins, 80 losses for the Rutgers product. Bannerman shoots the three and knocks it down.
And that's the momentum Brookdale desperately needed.
Held to just 4 points, a season low, and probably the lowest total they've had in a very long time. Jump step move, whistle for the jump ball, and it stays with the Mustangs.
Seems like Walker might have gotten away with an extra step there.
The inbounder, Golston. Lob it out. Walker. And Garcia able to come away with it. Bannerman ahead of the floor. Waits for teammates to join her. Jackson, swing it. O'Keefe is open. It's good. They've hit back-to-back from behind the arc.
And now I think Brookdale has figured it out against Montgomery.
Still got a long way to go, but at the very least, they've seen the ball go through the basket, missed by Decker. She was able to get her own rebound. Now Golston working against O'Keefe. Enter the post, done. Good vision, but the pass missed the target.
And now Brookdale's giving Montgomery a taste of their own medicine here.
Montgomery going back to the press. Alone is Garcia, and she's unable to get the layup. So 32-10. Just a little swing of momentum with the Brookdale team. Driving in, Dunn with a pull-up, count it.
And that's one thing about Dunn. Her shot is just so pure.
And the press leads to a Montgomery turnover. Olston backing up on O'Keefe. Pretty good defense. Bounces out to Dunn, drives in, she pulls up, and that's good.
And that is 4 straight points for Rachel Dunn.
Well, you mentioned in the open that this is a team that's not going to shoot the three. When they're on offense, they're looking to take the ball to the basket, as they do here, and score it for Taisha Walker.
And that's their motto, defense into offense.
So Brookdale had a little bit of a spurt, but now it's a 6-0 Montgomery run. Jackson's jumper. Rebound, put back, and to the line will go Camila Garcia. Couple of substitutions upcoming. On the Brookdale side, we will see Allison Dillon for the first time, along with Taylor Suki. Suki comes in, will wait on Dillon's arrival.
And that's a player that's very underrated on Brookdale, Taylor Suki.
He's gotten more minutes lately. She can shoot the ball.
And speaking of shooting, that has been a big weakness of Brookdale this season, free throw shooting.
Garcia at 74%, but she missed them both. It's knocked out of bounds, and Brookdale keeps the possession. Here come the changes. Dillon now checks in. 2 substitutions for Montgomery. Kumba Samasa back in. Bounce it for Fernandez. She couldn't catch it. Back the other way, Golston tried to thread it ahead for Decker. Unable to find Decker. Walker to the baseline. Dunn. Swing it down inside. Good passing, and the finish for Samasa.
As you said, Brian, just beautiful ball movement by Montgomery.
It's now Montgomery outscoring Brookdale ×4. Jersey Blues have already had a better output in this quarter than they did all of the first half. As Alexandra Kinsey checks in, Fernandez will get a break. And they've hit a couple of threes in the quarter, but allowing too many shots from in close for Montgomery, and they've been able to stretch the lead.
Montgomery's just playing disciplined basketball, slowing it down and creating golden opportunities.
Tip in for Samasa. And so 2 chances, no basket, and it's back to Brookdale. 4:15 on the third quarter clock. Pressure to deal with. Get it across. Suki. Long pass ahead of the floor is Golston with O'Keefe back. Around her. Scoop shot off the glass. Rebound Bannerman, and there's a foul. Kyla Taylor has been in sparingly tonight.
And speaking of Kyla Taylor, when I was announcing the starting lineup, she was hyping her team up. She is definitely the hype person and energy for this Montgomery team.
Bannerman, rebound of O'Keefe. Kinsey gets a touch. Extra pass, Bannerman fires again off the rim. Another rebound, Kinsey. Takes it to the basket, and she traveled. Well, the turnovers have been a big part of the story this evening. That's what happens when you face a Montgomery team that averages better than 17 steals a game.
No, Brian, at this rate, if Montgomery keeps this up, Brookdale might have more turnovers than they do points tonight.
I would say right now they certainly have a higher turnover number. Free throws coming up for Walker. A 53% free throw shooter. One of several Philadelphia natives on this team as she comes up short. I mean, they're doing it with only 7 players, which is even more impressive at a long trip to get here. Oh, by the way, haven't played in a month's time and don't look rusty in the slightest.
I was about to mention that, yeah, when you don't play in a month and, you know, you're coming off the new year and doing all that, it's tough to get back into it, but Montgomery's just picking off right where they left off a month ago.
Now, the first time these two teams played, and Montgomery won it by 24 points. It sounds like a blowout. It's actually the closest game Montgomery has played in a winning effort. The first time that they knocked off Brookdale, so and they just have not played a close game.
And that just tells you a lot about this team and their culture and how tough it is to score on this team.
They're third in the region. Foul called. That'll send Golston to the free throw stripe. Substitution upcoming for the Jersey Blues. And here she comes at Ciara Johnson. So Golston's had an outstanding season, averaging 17.5 points, leads the team in assists and steals, connects on the free throw. Starting in her 11th consecutive. 2 out of 2. It's now an 11-0 run after Brookdale had made those 2 3-pointers, and he thought, well, maybe, just maybe, they could make a game of it. But since it's gone in the other direction, Suki with an offensive rebound. Dylan fires away. Short. Kinsey able to find it. She's got another offensive rebound. That's 3 since she's entered the game. Dylan takes a spill, and it's going the other way. And for the team in Brookdale that ranks 5th in the region, Ian, we are not accustomed to seeing them have games like this. I mean, they have been on top of their game more often than not. This has just not been their night.
Yeah, and that's basketball. Sometimes you're on fire like Brookdale was the other night, winning by over 20 points. Now tonight, they just have gone cold against a very good defensive Montgomery team.
Golston won't go. Offensive rebound put back for Samasa.
That's another factor about this team. They have a lot of size on their squad.
There's just nowhere to go with the ball.
It's like every time these Brookdale players look up, there's just a player in their face.
Dunn checks out. Molly Butler is back in. A different group for Brookdale on the floor now with Docampo, Kinsey, O'Keefe, Suki, and Johnson. Docampo fakes, drives in, floats it up. Taken by Samasa, 2-on-1 potentially. Tried the bounce, goes into the paint. Back into the hands of Golston. Samasa contested, draws the foul.
You gotta think of it. It took two to three defenders to play defense against Samasa.
Well, this is a nice addition for the Mustangs on their roster. Making her season debut out of Lansdale, Pennsylvania, a sophomore. And Montgomery looks poised to making it 7 consecutive wins. They started the year 4-0, suffered back-to-back defeats, have won every game since.
And when you're winning like that and playing the way Montgomery has, this is a championship level team, and you're seeing it tonight.
Wide open, Golston nets it, a 3. Brookdale was late to close out. Inside a minute to go, quarter number 3.
What a great hustle play by Samasa. Walker.
Down it, and the foul for Taisha Walker. The sophomore can add one more at the line, shooting 53%. Kinsey has been active getting rebounds since she's checked in.
Yeah, and actually, one of her more underrated stats with little minutes played, she actually had a 60% field goal percentage.
Kyla Taylor will get the free throw opportunity. Another Philadelphia native.
And if you're Montgomery now, you're just going to rest your star players.
Half minute to play. Ten to shoot. Jackson looking for some space, bodied up, no shot, and they whistle for a travel. 7.7. Shot clock turned off. Montgomery can hold for one. The lead is 40.
Looks like Montgomery either might dribble it out or hold
High
for a last
screen.
shot.
Walker gives it up. Here is Samasa. And that does it for the third quarter. Well, we will hit the fourth. A blowout game tonight. Brookdale getting run out of the building here at home. 50-10. Montgomery leads. Fourth quarter coming up next.
Hi, my name's Ryan Bannerman. I'm from Avon, New Jersey. My major is health science, and it's currently my comeback season on the basketball team as a shooting guard.
Hi, I'm Camilla. I'm from Perth Amboy, New Jersey. I major in architecture, and I like to play basketball here at Brookdale.
I'm Taylor Suki. I'm from Wall Township. My major is elementary education, and I love to play soccer and basketball at Brookdale.
Hi, my name is Allison Dillon. I'm from Hazlet, New Jersey, and my major is in media studies. I play women's basketball and previously played women's soccer, and my favorite thing about Brookdale is the environment and people around.
Hi, my name is Emily O'Keefe. I'm from Matawan, New Jersey. I'm an engineering major, and I play guard on the basketball team.
Hi, my name is Sanaya. I'm from Matawan, New Jersey. My major is health and social sciences, and I came to Brookdale for the nursing program.
Hi, my name is Madison Fernandez, and I came from Keensburg, New Jersey, and my major is biology. I came here because we have a great athletic program.
What's up, y'all? My name is Madison Shields. This is my second year here on the girls' basketball team at Brookdale. I'm from Tinton Falls, New Jersey, and I major in criminal justice.
Start the fourth quarter. I'm Brian Gadsford along with Ian Mulhern. Rest of our crew with you tonight on a Tuesday evening of Region 19 basketball. Men's game coming up after a short intermission when this one concludes, and we will see Brookdale and Montgomery on the men's side here tonight as well. It should be a great matchup looking ahead.
And if for Brookdale, the men's team, they're coming off a loss against Union.
Well, we got 10 minutes to play. Jersey Blues trying to find a way to make this one respectable. Bannerman, swish for three.
That's her second three-pointer of the game.
She loves to shoot the ball. She's a two-sport star. The soccer team here at Brookdale as well. She's the starting goalie. How do you think soccer helps in your basketball repertoire?
I would say agility, being able to move on your feet on defense, and especially when you're a goalie, you're moving around quite a bit, so that definitely helps on the defensive side.
Now, Rich Brunson has said the backcourt with O'Keefe and Bannerman, they're the catalyst for his team offensively, but here tonight there just hasn't been an ability to be a catalyst going against a defense the caliber of this Montgomery team.
Yeah, and that's what Montgomery has done well. They've caused a lot of miscommunication and have been very disruptive. And that interrupts Brookdale's tempo.
hands of Jackson.
Was a good effort, just overshot Garcia a little bit.
We mentioned in the first half the fewest points Montgomery allowed in a game is 18. Brookdale's gonna hope they don't set a new season low against a Montgomery opponent. But they will need to score at least 5 to match it.
And hopefully, if you're Brookdale, you can get up to at least 25 or 30 at this point.
Butler gets the roll. Well, she's another player who averages a double-double, and they've got a couple of them.
And she averages just under 11 rebounds a game.
Shooting very well from both the floor and the free throw line. We haven't seen her get an opportunity at the line tonight. Got 2 minutes gone by, fourth quarter. And Bannerman dribbling a jumper. It rattles home. It's a long 2.
And if you're Brookdale at this point, you have to go back to the drawing board and
Walker floats it up. It'll be Brookdale. Let's see. Mix up on whose ball it is. One official signaled Brookdale, the other overruled. So the Mustangs have it. Only 6 seconds to shoot. Montgomery team that has scored 54 of the game's 69 points.
And this just says a lot about Montgomery because their players have the ability to just step up and hit big shots.
Samasa. Roll off the rim, and this time it'll be Brookdale to take it. So you said after this game you got to go to the drawing board. They'll play Atlantic Cape in their next game coming up this weekend. And what specifically, how do you rebound from a game like this?
Well, you have to really look back at the lack of screens and the lack of help, especially Brookdale with passing. They were just way too far apart and a lot of miscommunications.
Decker. Rebound ripped away by Jackson. They called that a held ball. It didn't appear Montgomery had enough of a possession there.
Yeah, it looked like Brookdale had a lot more possession there.
Yeah, and yet the arrow favors Montgomery. Officials get together.
And that's another thing is just a lot of split decisions between the refs.
Done for 2.
And it's done. She scores.
Garcia inside the arc. Rebound grab by Butler. Decker, tough shot. Won't go. The offensive rebound, turnaround shot, and down it goes for Golston. 6 minutes until this one is done.
O'Keefe driving, and a turnover on Brookdale.
Brookdale is going to send a whole new group onto the floor with Docampo, Suki, Johnson, Kinsey, and now Dillon. So it's an emptying of the bench.
Yeah, now you're just resting your starters, and like we said earlier, just looking forward to next game.
Underneath, knocked up in the air, it'll be off the Jersey Blues.
And that's another thing I've noticed about this game. When you're rebounding, especially Brookdale, you just got to get into position. You can't have 3 players trying to get the rebound at once.
It's too easy for Dunn.
And it's just a done deal.
Any way you slice it, this is one that you want to forget, flush down the toilet. Dillon with a kick out to Suki, and they get a Mustang foul, team foul number 2.
And that's something rare you don't see every day. When a team is running a press, there tends to be a lot of fouls, and Montgomery just hasn't done that too often.
Suki nearly had it go down on a triple. Montgomery takes over. So out of this second unit, and you pointed out Suki as a player that's improved. Any part of their play that has stood out that can be a part of the rotation going forward?
One of her most underrated qualities is her ability to shoot the 3. When she gets going, she is hard to stop. And like you said earlier, Kinsey, whenever she's in, she gets rebounds.
Suki with a steal, but then wasn't able to keep it for long. Offensive foul is the call on Golston. So Brookdale in danger of dropping their 5th game of the season. They would be 10-5. Came in tonight, only 1 loss at home. That was against Northampton. That's another Pennsylvania school. So these schools out of the Eastern Pennsylvania Athletic Conference have given the Jersey Blues some difficulty.
And just giving them nightmares on defense as
nice turn inside by Butler.
That's a player I don't think we've talked about enough tonight is Molly Butler. Just has done a great job playing her role in this game.
That will take time with 3:42 to go, 4th quarter.
My name is Alex Kinsey. I live in Avon, and my major is biology. My favorite things to do are play basketball, surf, and hang out with my family and friends.
Hello, I'm the one and only Hannah Roberts. I'm from Middletown, New Jersey. My major is health science, and I chose Brookdale because of the academics and also the sports.
Once again, a reminder that the men's game comes your way next. Brookdale men's team has dropped, though, to the 6th place spot in the Region 19 for all their success this season. 1 loss, and it can cost you some spots, and that's what happened after the loss to Union.
Yeah, and they didn't just lose. Brookdale got beat by a good amount that game, too.
Gave up a season high in points allowed as Union went over the 90-point mark. Brookdale in this game, though, they have scored just 15 points.
You know, there's a saying that I've heard before, and that's perfect practice makes perfect, and that is what Montgomery has done. They came prepared, and they came to play tonight.
Is this a game that gives you a wake-up call if you're Brookdale?
Yeah, it forces you to work on every aspect of the game.
Ciara Johnson at the free throw line. Out of Keansburg, New Jersey.
And Montgomery will gain possession.
Now they're going to go to 11-2 on the year and win their 7th straight. No game in a month and no problem for head coach Shay Collins, who has been in the Region 19 for a while, previously with Atlantic Cape for 3 seasons, and took over this program back in 2021, enjoying terrific success.
And Butler gets the roll there.
Pocket picked. Walker swoops in. Substitution, Kumba Samasa checks in.
Like you said, Kumba Samasa, who recently just came to Montgomery, has really filled her role tonight, playing great defense and doing a lot on the boards.
Johnson will go back to the line. Good pass from Suki to find her. Johnson missed on a pair her last trip. Brookdale hasn't helped themselves out with many points at the free throw line.
Yeah, and that's one of, if not Brookdale's biggest weakness, is free throw shooting.
And you can look at that on both the women's and men's side. It's not been a good year. Shooting for free points. Johnson gets one to drop. (64-16).
And if you're Brookdale, you need to hit a 3 from breaking Montgomery's lowest scoring game on defense.
Samasa wave off the shot. Offensive foul. So you've got Atlantic Cape coming up next, Bergen after that the following Tuesday. Next home a week from Thursday with Camden the opponent. And they've got 5 games left at home.
Samasa with the baby
season.
hook, and she makes it.
11 games in total remaining for the Jersey Blues to try to get things righted after this.
That's just too easy for Golston.
Montgomery, they're not relenting at all. They just continue to turn Brookdale over, add points on the board. Here they go in transition, offensive foul on Taylor. So the last time the teams played, Brookdale had one scorer registered double figures. That was O'Keefe. And tonight, I don't even know. Maybe Bannerman got there, but otherwise, there was just no production.
There was just a lot of miscommunication.
And Golston will back up with it. Take time off the clock. Taylor drills the three. Not sure she needed to do that.
And
that just adds insult to injury for this Brookdale team.
And if, well, that's just making a statement at that point.
Clock cannot be run out yet. Shot clock is still on.
Looks like Brookdale will just dribble it out here.
And Johnson put it up, and that's it. Now, Brookdale routed on their home floor tonight. A game that they will want to turn the page as quickly as possible. Just a game that they did not have it, and Montgomery runs away with it. 71-16, the final. Brookdale just stifled by the Montgomery defense all evening long. So with that, the Jersey Blues are now 10-5 on the year. Montgomery goes to 11-2 and showed why they are one of the formidable teams in the Region 19. So the first game is over. We'll take a break. The men will take the floor, and we'll have the call for you. Brookdale and Montgomery coming up next. Thanks for watching on Brookdale TV.
We are Brookdale.